So the Critics' Choice Association and Jamie Lee Curtis, producer, is honored to present the Trailblazer Award to the incredibly talented and beautiful America Ferrera. Now you get up.
Thank you. Andy just wanted me to mention a few more things about unloading the boxes from the trucks. Seriously, Andy, I could listen to you talk forever. I wanted that to go on so much longer. Jamie, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being the passionate artist that you are and for seeing the humanity of this story and asking those in a position of power to tell it and to put it in the world. So thank you so much. Thank you to the Critics' Choice Association for this beautiful room, for this beautiful celebration, for lifting up all the incredible work that's being done in our Latino community. These opportunities are hard fought and they're hard won. And we don't get these chances all the time to let the talent in our community shine through. And so when we do, they're worth celebrating. So thank you for taking the time to celebrate. To my fellow honorees, I am such a massive fan and I'm cheering for you all the time. And when you win, I'm just like, fuck yeah. And like, Frida, I was screaming when you were on that Emmy stage. So proud of you and whenever any one of us is winning, we're all winning. And it's so great to be in these rooms with you, most especially with my hero, Dolores Huerta, who has been a model for all of us about how to live a life of purpose. And you are tireless. I want your energy now. Your dedication has brought dignity to the Latino community, and it has changed the story for millions of people about who we are and what we deserve. And in my opinion, you are the best storyteller among us. And thank you. I am of the convicted belief that storytelling is something that we do all day, every day, in our homes, in our classrooms, in our workplaces, in the halls of power. All we do is tell stories and live out stories about who matters, about what we believe, about what's possible. And in a day and age where discourse and conversation are failing to create connection and empathy and understanding, the storytelling we do becomes more vital. Our art becomes more vital. Our journalism becomes more vital. Storytelling through movies and television has the power to transport people outside of their entrenched logic and into their hearts. It takes us out of our well-worn ways of thinking about issues, and it places us inside of visceral experiences that bring us into human lives. And I feel so fortunate, so lucky. This is my turn, Andy, please stop. It's coming from your table. I know you're trying to sabotage me.
I'm wearing the pants.
Okay. So I believe deeply in the power of what we do. I believe that it is essential what we do. And I feel very, very lucky to be a part of a movie like The Lost Bus, which was made by the master of suspense, Paul Greengrass. It is, yes, a big, bold spectacle that grips you and keeps you at the edge of your seat, like any good action movie should. It is our job to entertain and to bring people into the stories and to want to see the stories. And it does that while telling, as you heard Jamie say, the story of the deadliest wildfire to strike California in the town of Paradise. And I know I don't have to tell anyone in the city of Los Angeles why this is a timely and relevant story. The film follows the harrowing journey and the heroic acts of Kevin McKay and teacher Mary Ludwig, who I had the honor of portraying, as they saved 22 children from the monstrous fire. And in addition to being entertaining and suspenseful, this movie is a visceral wake-up call to the dangers that exist in our present reality, and that are only growing in our near future. But it is also a reminder of our human capacity for resilience, for courage, for the ability to take care of one another and to sacrifice for one another. And maybe most importantly, the most heroic act that Mary and Kevin did on that day was to decide to love other people's children as much as they loved their own. And that is a reminder that we need of our own capacity as humans in this moment. Paul has said that this is a movie about second chances. It's about the gift of changing our own lives and also the world while we still can. So I'm very grateful to be a part of storytelling that's brave enough to deliver that message, and to do it with an incredible team that can do it so masterfully and meaningfully and entertainingly. So thank you to Paul and to Jamie for asking me to be a part of it, to Jason Blum, one of our producers, to Matt Dentler, and everyone at Apple for your support of this film, to my team, my everything, the people who keep me going and remind me why we keep showing up, why we keep fighting. And of course, thank you to the Critics' Choice Association. And the last thing I want to say is that I was in a room 2 days ago with a scholar on the history and essentially science of authoritarianism and authoritarian takeover. And why this is relevant is we can't do anything we do in this room without our freedoms. And Scott Nakagawa is his name, and he mentioned that we are barreling towards a crisis point in our country, and therefore in our world. And we are not a cute little side note to civil society. We are civil society. Artists and the stories we tell have a role to play in this moment. We have an obligation to point not only to what we are against, but to create and to demonstrate the world that we are for and the world that we want to live in, and to not depict one another as charity cases, as people who need us to have dignity. We are born with our dignity, and no one will take that away from us. And our opportunity as storytellers is to lift each other up, to give each other our humanity, to reaffirm the dignity that we all deserve. And in this moment, we have an obligation to preserve our rights as storytellers, as artists. And make no mistake, we are there. And it is time for us to find our courage, find our heroism, be as brave as the characters we write and as brave as the characters we play, and stand up and use our voices and use our art, make art that inspires and calls forth the world we want to live in. So thank you so much for this honor.